The Day of Raising Awareness Regarding Drug Overdose is celebrated in the world. Our guest is Azerbaijan harm reduction expert Zulfiyye Mustafayeva. Welcome to our studio. Thank you. In studio, I'm Taptık Faradoğlu. Are overdose cases more in Azerbaijan? Regretfully, statistics was not conducted in this field in Azerbaijan like all over the world. It's very difficult to say exact word. Research and investigation were not conducted in this sector, not only in the level of NGOs, but also in the government organizations. That's why we don't have accurate information regarding overdose cases that took place in Azerbaijan and how many people died from the drug overdose. This is not only so in Azerbaijan but also in the world. According to World Health Organization's European Regional Bureau, investigation was not conducted in any country. Statistics information was superficial. Drug overdose is related to using more drug than known in the public opinion. What's overdose terminology? No, drug overdose doesn't happen as a result of using more drug. There are several reasons. For example, using of drug with spirituous liquors. Overdose can happen as a result of this. Using of drug mixing chemical drug with drug that prepared from natural herbs. Using of common dose is drug overdose for people who have lived for drug detox for a period and people who begin to use drug again. Was investigation conducted regarding these cases happened as a result of drug overdose in Azerbaijan? I note that investigation was not conducted in this sector. However, we are working with drug users and we know that drug overdose caused these cases. These facts are not noted and discovered in some circumstances. Because you know that drug users are close group in the society. When these cases happened, members of their family connected these cases with other diseases. We know several facts, but we cannot say accurate information about it. What drugs are used in the country? Are chemical drug or drug that prepared from natural herbs more? According to a working group for fight against drug in Azerbaijan, the main using drug substance is heroin. 85% of drug users who are registered use heroin. Is it produced in the country or is it brought from abroad? Heroin is brought from abroad because of Azerbaijan is transit country. Drug that produced in the country is produced by handmade. Cases to use chemical drug are less in comparison with heroin. Methamphetamine that were spread in Eastern Europe and recognized as cocaine among the poor are used less in Azerbaijan. Drug called went is produced by handmade. It is also used less. Heroin, opium are used more in Azerbaijan. How much does it cost? The cost of drug is changeable. The price of drug is black market and drug that brought from abroad are increasing. It is impossible to buy drug dose for 10 AZ. How many drug users are there in Azerbaijan officially? There are 23,000 drug users who are registered in Azerbaijan officially. 15,000 of them are intravenous drug users. We think that this figure is more than 10 and 15 times. How old are drug users? The cases to use drug among youth and pupils are increasing. It doesn't mean that they use intravenous drug. It consists of cases of smelling drug for the first time. When drug users appeal to us regarding their dependence on drug, we investigated the period that they began to use drug for the first time. It is known that they use drug during the school years. According to statistics since 2006, people who use drug for the first time are people among 10 and 17 years old. 10 people were registered in Republic Necrology Dispenser who were till 17 years. You are expert on harm reduction. How do you evaluate policy of harm reduction regarding drug? Harm reduction program started in the two pilot projects in Azerbaijan in 2002. This program was spread in the framework of the project of Global Fund since 2005. Harm reduction implemented its operation in the level of state policy after component of harm reduction is noted in the law on HIV. Harm reduction is considered as prophylactic of HIV/AIDS among drug users. Harm reduction doesn't work in one direction. Women who are engaged in sexual work, migrants and homosexuals included harm reduction. Harm reduction is accepted as the most effective measure in the fight against HIV epidemic in the countries of the world. World Health Organizations and international organizations affirmed these. Decisions that were adopted in Azerbaijan and broadening of NGOs operations show that policy of harm reduction is improving. Harm reduction component included into law on HIV. It is great success. Harm reduction programs were supported more in the framework of the law in comparison with other regional countries. These programs are carried out in the framework of the pilot, but we can implement it in the framework of the law. To use drug is crime or not crime? Is it crime to which dose? Non-governmental organizations and human rights defenders are implementing durable work. It is advocacy operation. We have serious basis to change legislation. According to observations, number of personal utilization causes problem for drug users. When drug users use drug dose several times during the day, it is crime for the same person. Drug user can use dose several times during the day. Number of personal utilization is disputable. Civil society should prepare proposals in the legislation. Existing number causes problem for drug users. Social advertisement regarding rules of drug overdose, fight against it are not shown in any television channel and in media. How do you evaluate propaganda of it? I'm grateful to you for this question. Celebration of this day is to inform society regarding the cases to have an overdose. If there is social advertisement raising awareness in the society, we can prevent these cases as a result of drug overdose. This day has been celebrated for 2 years. Celebration of this day is to help countries to change its policy regarding drugs in the society, including substance called lanoxin, into the list of the medicinal preparations during the overdose cases, protection of health of population, making necessary step for life and health of drug users. Raising awareness should be carried out in this sector among population. It is not enough to aware drug users. If person is among the members of the family during the overdose, members of family should know how to help him in this case. During the overdose, members of family should do initial medical and accept using naloxone. If population is enlightened, relatives of drug users and the members of family are enlightened, we can carry out prophylactic of this case successfully. There is such opinion in the public. Drug user is guilty, but not institution that treated them. If person is drug user, one is guilty absolutely. How are works regarding fight against using drugs organized in Azerbaijan and in the world? Generally, such process is going in the world that fight against drug should be mixed with fight against drug users. War against narcotics should be turned to war against drug users. Drug users are people who suffer from drug dependence. They should be covered care and support programs at sick people. Methadone programs are implemented all over the world. There is also methadone program in Azerbaijan. The best means is to open and to develop rehabilitation centers for the restoring of people who suffer from dependence, drug dependence. There are such rehabilitation centers in Azerbaijan. We raise questions regarding this issue. We cannot carry out these works because we don't have financial means and practice. It's right. If people want to avoid from narcotics, we help them. We conduct negotiations with them. Our guest was Azerbaijan harm reduction expert Zulfiyye Mustafayeva. Thank you for coming to our studio.